Okay. Okay. So hi everyone, we are going to start one UiPath class. So this is your first class. How we start the session, how we start the like the UiPath walk and all the things like in installation also. Okay. So we already installed the UiPath. So if you already installed the UiPath, if you want to open the UiPath, you have to click on the video button, and you'll get the UiPath Studio like this. Okay. So you have to double click on that UiPath Studio. Okay, and when you open like that, you will get this little window. Okay, so little small window, this is called child window of UiPath. So you'll get the version also, and 2019.11.0, this is your beta version of UiPath 2019. Okay, so you can see here, we already opened lots of UiPath software, 1, 2 and third number we have latest, we have used this, we have opened this software. Okay, so first time you're getting this pop-up UiPath now latest means 15 days back. It's always showing this tick as thought survey. It's not required like that. Ask me that. You can click on this. Ask me that. Okay. So you can see here there are lots of projects. You can see like the 23rd November online class, 2nd November basic program, November online classes. Okay. 20 July Noida class. Okay. So there are lots of projects. You can see here we already started lots of projects. Okay, so why it's showing in my system? Because of I already created lots of project, and that's why it's showing your all the project one by one. Okay, but if you have installed in your system, definitely it will not show your any project inside your system, because you have installed the UiPath. So there you will not able to see this type project. That should be your totally blank. Okay, so totally blank. Okay, so what you have to do, what you have to do now, if you want to create any project, okay, if you want to create any project, what you have to do, you have to click on this process part. Okay, you have to click on this process part and click on process. Okay, so there you can see here, there are lots of things you are getting like that blank process, and like your location and your uh, like your description. Okay, if you want to create any project, what you have to do, you have to give the name. Okay, so you have to give the name. So by default we are getting the name called blank process. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to create the name. Okay, we have to create the name. Okay, so that's why what I will do, I will give the name. You can take any name like that, Himanshu. I can give like that, Himanshu. Okay, so by default you can give the name like Himanshu online training, and you can see here we are getting the location, see user. Okay, so if you ask like that, what is the location? So by default, whatever system you are using across world, it will take your username. Username like that, NAV UPADH. This is your username. Okay, so my by default username is NAV UPADH. Okay, so whatever your by default username, it will go inside the user, and it will take your username inside the documents. Automatically, it will create the UiPath. Okay, so automatically it will create your UiPath folder, and inside that it will create your all the project. Okay, and what you have to do, we have to click on this create button. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to create one project. Okay, so we already created one project that is called Himanshu online training 30 November. Okay, so first when you open this UiPath, the first thing is called interface. This is called interface. Okay, this is your first interface where we interact with UiPath. This is your first like that your interface. This is called home. Okay, so first if you ask later what is home, so this is called project level where we create the project, and we have a tools also. You can see here, if you want to automate the lots of process like your Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Java, Silverlight, Citrix automation. Okay, so there are lots of extension. You can see here, if you want to automate any extension, you can go for that, and after that you can install your extension. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to Okay, so what you have to do, if you want to install any type of extension, you have to click on this part, and you can go for that. Okay, So now what we have to do, we have to click on this help part. Okay, so now you can see here, this is the home button where you get your UiPath version. Also you can see here 2019.11.0 beta version. Okay, so all the things we are getting in help section. Okay, tools, team, start. Okay, so all the things they have provided, all the things, all one by one they provided all the things. Okay, so you can see here the open also. So if you have already created lots of project, I will show you how we can create the already created project. Okay, so you can see here, this is the UiPath folder, and there are lots of project I have created in June, July, August, April. Okay, so all the project is showing here. Okay, if you want to take any like that Sumit demo. Okay, so what we have, when we have happened 12th of August 2019. Okay, so if you want to select, you can go like that, and you have to change your types of project. Okay, so we'll take the workflow file, and you can see your main.xml file, message box automation.xl, notepad automation, website automation, website data extraction.xml. Okay, if you want to use this YAML file, you can click on this part and go for that. Okay, if you ask like what is XML, so XML is your by default extension of UiPath. Okay, so when you create any sub process, automatically it will create in .xml file. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to go inside the UiPath. Okay, we have to go inside this UiPath. This is called home. So first time when you launch your UiPath, you will get this home screen. Okay, so there whatever things you want to install, whatever things, if you are taking the help, if you want to click on setting button, you'll get all the language by default. I think more than 9 to 10 language available in UiPath. You can select anyone and you can go for that. Okay, so there is a color also design, you can go like that, and you can take all the things. Okay, that is not required now. Okay, and the second part is called design. Okay, so design, why we use design, because of if you are using this design, you can go for the creating your workspace. Okay, creating your workspace and going one by one. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to click on this part. Okay, so now this is called project panel. Okay, and in project panel we are getting all the things means we are getting this excel.activity, mail.activity, system.activity, and UiPath.activity. Okay, so if you ask like what is dependency, so dependency is nothing but your by default UiPath provide the 4 activity. Okay, so by default they are providing 4 activity, 4 type of things they are providing, because if you want to automate any type of process, first you have to go with activity panel. Okay, this is called activity panel. Of this is called activity panel. So this is your left panel, this is called activity panel. Okay, so by default in project panel they already install the 4 dependency, that is called your excel, that is your called mail, that is called system.activity, that is called UiPath.automation.activity. Okay, so this is the part of the dependency. You can see here, this is the part of dependency. So by default they provide the 4. If you want working in any project, if you are the part of the any project, and if you want to install the PDF, database, Python, artificial intelligence, so there are lots of activity you can install all by one, all by one, all by through manage package. Okay, so I will show you how to use the manage package, all the things. Okay, so this is the part of project panel, and this is that you can see here the Himanshu online training 30 November. Okay, so by default we have a 4 dependency, 1 2 3 4, and inside the setting we have a lots of things. Okay, so okay, after setting you can see like that main.xml file. Okay, so main.xml file by default UiPath provides. Okay, so every time if you want to automate any process, you have to go through main.xml file, but inside one project you can create n number of subprocesses. Okay, by default they provide main.xml file. Okay, so this is especially for your robot automation, this is especially for orchestrator, this is especially for the web-based server automation, and this is your master. This is, you can assume like that, this is the master sub process. Okay, so this is the master sub process of Himanshu online training. Okay, so this is your master main.xml file. By default, if you create any sub process, you will get the XAML. Okay, so by default this is the extension of UiPath. So this is called YAML file. Okay, so if you create any type of sub process, okay, so how to create sub process, I will come to that part also. Okay, so this is the things, this is the part of project. So in through project you are creating the main.xml file, and lots of sub process one by one you can create. Okay, so first time you have to go inside the project, and after that there is no requirement to go for the YAML file. Okay. Second thing, there are lots of things UiPath provided. Very good thing. Like that, if you're creating any project, by default you will get all the folder in your system. So you don't have to go inside any system. You don't have to go inside any folder. You can click on this part, File Explorer, and if you click your File Explorer, you will get your main.xml file. Okay, so you can get like that main.xml file. Okay, so by default through UiPath you can go inside your system also. There is no requirement to go one by one in your system and check like that. So whatever project you already created, through File Explorer you can go inside that project. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to create some program. Okay, so now we have to create some program. Okay, so if you want to create any sub process, if you want to project, if you want to do any process automation, first you have to interact with this main.xml file. You have to click on this part, you have to double click on this part, and you will get this window. This is called workflow designer panel. This is called project panel, and adjacent to project panel you can see here this activity panel, and this is from here to till here we have a main.xml file. Okay, main.xml file. Okay, so this is called main.xml file. Sorry, this is called workflow designer panel. Workflow designer panel. From left to till here, this is called workflow designer panel. Okay. So in workflow designer panel, you can see here this is called drop activity here. Okay. This is called drop activity here. Okay. So if you ask that what is activity, so activity is nothing but whatever action you want to perform. This is called whatever action you want to perform, this is called activity. Okay, so if you want to perform any activity you have to go through activity panel. Okay, so this is called activity panel. So for every Excel automation, for each and every things you have to go through this activity panel. Okay, so without activity you cannot automate any process. Every time you have to take from this activity, like your Excel, like your PDF, anything you can take from here, like your notepad automation, like your database, every activity you have to take from here. Okay, suppose that this is your activity panel and you have to take. Okay, so if you can see your drop activity here. If you click on this part, either you can take that activity, all the activity from this and this like that. Okay, or either you can click on this part plus button and you can take any activity called message box. Simple. Okay, so this is called message box. This is called message box. Okay, so any activity you can take like that. Okay, so any activity you can take like that. Okay, so this is your main.xml file. This is called main.xml file. Okay, so this is the symbol of error. You can see here this is the symbol of error. Okay, so in your design part, if you ask like that in project panel, we have only 4 dependency now. Okay, and if you go inside the activity and if you search the database, suppose that if you search the database, we are not getting search in available package, no result found. First thing I will already show you. First, suppose that if you want to automate the PDF, we don't have any PDF activity. Okay, so for activity, what we have to do, we have to go inside the project panel and we have to install some activity. Okay, so we have to install some activity. Okay, so that's why what I will do here, I will click on this manage package and we have to click on all package. Okay, so by default we are getting the project dependency. So whatever activity it's already installed, you can see here it's showing in green. You can see here it's showing in green panel. Okay, so it's showing in green, and if you want to install any activity, click on all package and search like that. Okay, so what we have to search, UiPath dot. Okay, suppose that if you want to install, if you want to install, okay, if you want to install the PDF, you can take like that UiPath.pdf. Okay, so click on UiPath PDF and click on install. Okay, click on install. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to click on install button. So whatever activity it's not already installed, it's showing in blank. Okay, and whatever activity it's already installed, like that I will show you. So you can see here it's already installed. So that's why it's showing green symbol. And whatever activity is not installed, you can see here it's not showing any status. It's blank right now. Okay. So what we have to do, you have to click on UiPath PDF.activity, and we have to click on install, and we have to click on save button. And after that, you can see here the by clicking I accept, you agree with the license term. You have to click on I accept button. Okay. So now you can see here previous when we created the project Himanshu Online Training 30 November. So you can see here the Excel activity, mail activity, system activity, UiPath, automation data activity. Okay. So now you can see here this is we have installed the PDF activity also. Okay. Now it's showing also. Okay. So now you can see here we have a 5 dependency now. Okay. So depend on your requirement, one by one you can install all the activity, all the dependency from dependency panel. You have to click on manage package, and one by one you have to go inside the all package, and you can search all the activity from here. Whatever activity it's already installed, it will show in green mark, and whatever activity it's not installed, it will show in as a blank. So what depend on requirement, you can install all the activity from here, and you can go ahead for that. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to install, we already installed, that is called pdf.activity. So when you install the pdf.activity, there is a refresh button also. You can click there. By default, UiPath take refresh. There is no requirement to click on refresh. And if you go inside the UiPath activity panel, and if you search that the PDF activity, you can see here, we are getting lots of PDF activity here. Okay. So there is no requirement. You can search from there. Okay. So previous, without installation of your managed package, we already checked that was not showing. But after installing this your project from dependency panel, you can see here we are getting the PDF activity. Okay. So this is your activity panel, and we are getting all the PDF activities. Okay. So now what we have to do, we have to automate some program. Okay. So by default, I think you know that the Himanshu Online Training, we have a main.xml file. Okay. If you ask like that, suppose that today is 30th of November, and can we create one folder for, suppose that if you are running any project, and if you are creating any project, and there are lots of processes you have to automate, and one by one you are creating your folder like the 30 November. Today is Saturday, we have created the 30 November, and after that your office will open on Monday. So you can create this different folder, and after that if you want to automate the process, definitely you can create the folder also inside your project. So by default I can take like that. If you have to click on this project panel and right click and add. Okay, so you can create the folder, and you can give the things called 30 November. Okay, 30 November. Okay, so you can take the simple. Okay, so in folder you can provide the space 30 number UiPath basic. Okay, so this is the way to create the folder, and after creating the folder you can right click on that folder and add. Okay, so inside the folder that is called subfolder, inside that you can create sub process. Okay, so first sub process I will take the sequence, flowchart, state machine. You can take anyone, but by default don't go for the another. First we'll take the sequence. Okay, and we start the automation. Okay, so you can take like that. You can see here same thing whatever we have discussed like that inside your system, inside your UiPath folder, we are creating the Himanshu Online Training, the same folder. We are creating the one sub process. Okay, so we are going to create one sub process. Okay, so that's why what I can do here, I can provide the name of your sub process. So that is called your new sequence. Okay, so I can take like that message box automation. Okay, So we have created the message box automation. Okay. So message box automation we have created. Okay. So after message box, you can see here the name called message box automation. And if you go inside the project and 30 November basic, you can see here we are getting the message box automation .xml file. Okay. So by default, by default what by default we had a main.xml file, but parallelly we have created the one subprocess that is called message box automation. Okay, so this is your project panel. One by one you will create all the workflow. One by one we can create all the YAML file, and this is your activity panel. And one by one, so after creating any subprocess, you can create your you can take your all the activity panel. Okay, so first you have to create the workflow. We have to create the workflow. You have to take the sequence or flowchart. Okay, so now what you have to do, we have to automate the message box automation. Okay, so this is your project panel. First time we will create all the things inside the project panel, and from second time this is called activity panel. So whatever activity you want to automate, so activity is nothing but whatever action you want to perform, that is called activity. Okay, so we have more than 300 activity inside the UiPath. Okay, so all the activity, if it's already installed, that's very good. If not installed, we have to go inside the manage package, and shortcut is Control plus P for going for the manage package. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to automate the message box. Okay, so first time you can see at the left side is called project panel and activity panel, and you can see the message box automation. Okay, and this is called properties panel. Okay, this is called properties panel, and in properties panel you can see here the message box automation. Okay, so display name is message box automation, and you can change the name also. Okay, so if you want to change, you can do like the to message box automation. Okay, so okay, so this is your message box automation. And first thing, try to understand through main from here to till here. Okay, so till here, this is called workflow designer panel. And after that, suppose that if you go inside any activity, if you click on any activity, so you will get lots of setting options. You can see here lots of setting options. This is called properties panel. This is called properties panel. Properties means all the setting of any activity. This is called your properties panel. Okay, so your left side is called project and activity panel, and middle part is called workflow designer panel, and after that this is called properties panel. Okay, and there are lots of things also. So if you go below, this is called output panel. Okay, output panel also I will show you same like that. Your Selenium, you can we can get all the output inside the output panel. Okay, so whatever things you will get error, each and everything it will show inside the output panel. Okay, so project panel, activity panel, and if you want to create any sub process inside the one project, you have to click on this new part and sequence flowchart. Okay, but if you take the sequence flowchart from here, what will happen inside the project also definitely it will come, but it will not come inside one folder. Means after main.xml file, you can create lots of your subprocess through this new button. Okay, so especially for the creating the subprocess, you can take the sequence flowchart and state machine. Okay, so you can take one by one. Okay, so in technically language, in technical knowledge, in UiPath, this is your main.xml file. This is the sub process of your Himanshu online training, but in really in UiPath it's called workflow. This is called workflow. Okay, so by default, if you go for the interview in across world, they will ask like that what type of workflow you have used. Okay, so workflow type is either sequence, flowchart, or state machine. You can say like that. Okay, so this is called your workflow type. Workflow, and the extension is .xml file. Okay, so this is your project panel, and this is your workflow design panel, and this is called properties panel. Okay, so every time when you create any project, we have to go inside the design panel and only we have to play with activity, nothing else. Okay, so if you ask like that how to take any activity, so there are lots of way. When UiPath started the UiPath software, they started in 2017. So at that time there was nothing like that. There are lots of way, but now we have lots of way to take one activity. Either you can simple drag and drop any activity from here. This is the first way. Either you can click on this part, that add activity, and you can take any activity.
Sir, एक चीज पूछनी है.
Yes, can you speak English language, Himanshu, please?
Sir, one thing I want to ask that can you go on the project panel?
Yes, can you give after some time? Yes, this.
Sir, why have we created the folder 30 November UiPath Basic and in this message box automation?
Yes, yes. So 13 November is our folder name. Okay. Suppose that if you are creating if the part of the any project called Paytm. Okay. And in Paytm, suppose that we are creating, we have a lots of sub partner like that, your Uber, like your Zomato. Okay. So we are creating one project. Okay. So we are creating sub project. Sub process means sub process. Okay. Suppose if the we are doing like that your Uber work, Uber project. So we'll create the folder called Uber, and inside the Uber, whatever Excel automation, whatever your web automation, whatever mobile automation, each and every XML file will pass inside the one folder. Okay, so inside the one project we can give all the name like that one by one, and inside that, suppose that if you want to create all the program by name, so you can create any folder, and inside the folder you can create your subprocess. Now fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so why it is not coming under main.xml file?
No. Main is your by default UiPath provide main. Okay, so UiPath provide main.xml file. You cannot clear all the things today. Try to understand. Definitely you can clear after some session. Main.xml file especially for the orchestrator, web-based server automation. If you are not using web-based server automation, everything you can automate through main. Okay, but after that, after main, you can create a number of subfolder, and inside that you can keep your YAML file. Okay, so don't worry about main.xml file. Main.xml file you can assume like that master file of your sub process of your project. Okay, so through main file you can automate all the process through orchestrator, that your web server automation will do after 25 hours or 30 hours. Okay, so don't worry about that. Main.xml file, through main.xml file you can automate each and everything. Don't worry about that. Okay, now fine.
Okay, I want to ask that the process we have created inside message box automation folder.
Yes.
Can we create this in main.xml file?
Yes. I will come to that part also. Okay. So in main.xml file, we have created the message box. You can see here.
Okay.
Each and everything we can create. So in main.xml file, you can take any activity. So you can take delay, Excel application scope, any activity you can take like that. Any activity you can take like inside the mail. Inside every YAML file, you can create any process. Don't worry about anything. In any XML file, main or any project and or any YAML file, you can create n number of XML file, n number of activity you can take. There is no any problem. Okay, so come to your message box. I will do all the program in main. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so first time when you create, okay, first time when you come like that, you will get the main like that this way. Drop activity here. Okay, so when you create any activity, first we take the message box, automatically sequence will come. Sequence is your folder. Sequence is like your container where we keep the activity. Okay, automatically we are getting this sequence activity. Sequence is also activity. You will get the sequence activity from activity panel. Okay, so this is called sequence. By default we are getting execute a set of child activity according to single defined order including in default activity. Okay, so this is your default activity. Automatically we are getting this is like your folder, nothing like that. There is no any functionality. If you want to rename the sequence, you can rename sequence for message. Okay, and now you can see here we are getting this error because of text was not supplied. This is your blank. Okay, this is your blank data. So what I will do here, go and I will pass the double quote. See, message box automation. Okay. So this is your sort. This is your error. Why we are getting? Because text not supplied. Now we have provided the YAML data. Okay. So you can see here. I will provide you the shortcut also. There is a save button. Okay. So try to understand. We have in project we have a main.xml file and we have a message box automation also. But try to understand if you click on save button, you are only able to save this main.xml file. You are not able to save on message box automation. Okay, so suppose that if you are the part of any project and if you're going to shut down your laptop, so don't click on save button. There is an option called save all also. Okay, so when you click on save all, automatically whatever star you can see here till now, it's not showing. It's already saved your project. Project means your Himanshu online training class. Okay, so now we are getting the hello. This is message box automation program. Okay, this is the message box automation. Every time you have to click on save. So there are lots of shortcuts I'll provide you, like that our coming batch going on in online. So you can see here the UiPath shortcuts is F2, especially for the delay. If you go for the recording, there you have to use the F2. F5 for running proper. Okay, so F5 especially for the running your program, F7 that is called debugging. F7 that is called debugging, and F12 is stop. Okay, so F5 for the running the program, F7 for debugging, and F12 for the stopping the program. Okay, if you want to save your workflow, then you have to click on Control S and for saving the workflow. Control plus space for space, Control Shift plus S for saving all the workflow, and disable enable will see also after some time. Okay, so this type of activity you have to understand all the things, and after that you can go for that. Okay, so you can see here Control S, Control space, Control Shift plus S, Control D. Okay, so you have to remember all the things. Okay, you have to remember all the things. For if you want to automate any features, you have to remember like that. Control T, Control T for exception handling, Control M I already told you for the manage package. So this is the shortcuts of UiPath. Every time you have to go through this active shortcuts, and after that we'll start the activity. So we have a lots of activity like that. We are going to use the message box, right line delay. Okay, so this is the activity. You have to remember all this activity one by one for automating the process. Okay, so this is the shortcuts. You have to also remember the shortcuts and activity also. So first what we have to do, we have to go inside this message box. Hello, this is message box automation. Okay, so first time when you take this message box, you will get the hello, this is message box automation, and when you run the program, you will get the message box displaying on the screen. Hello, this is message box automation. Okay, click on. Okay, so make sure if you are using the message box activity, every time you have to click on the OK button. Every time you have to click on the OK button. Okay, so this is your hello, this is message box automation, and make sure if you're using the message box activity, every time you have to provide all the data in double quote. Okay, so every time you have to provide all the data inside the double quote. Okay, so without double quote, if you write any data, definitely it will throw you error. Okay, because supplied in double quote not provided. Okay, so must end by double quote. Okay, after that you can go for the automate the features and you will get the message box. Okay, coming to part of your message box. Okay, so suppose that if we are getting the OK button every time, if you are part of any project, every time you have to click on that, and if you have to click on OK button. So that is very irritating thing. Suppose that you have passed more than 5 to 6 OK button, or suppose that you have passed like that 50 output. Okay, so if you want to check the 50 output, then every time you have to pass the message box and you have to check through message box, and every time you have to click on OK button. Okay, if you don't click the OK button, so definitely you are going to delay your process. So after execution time, it will show you more time. Okay, so that's why if you are the part of any project, don't use the OK button. If you click on output panel, now you can see here Himanshu online trading execution started, and Himanshu online training ended in 29 second. You can see here 29 second. Okay, now I will show you each and everything without message box also we can do. So I will tell you, there is activity panel, and activity panel I will go, and I will take one right line, simple drag and drop the right line activity. Okay, same like that. Okay, so whatever the data you have passed here, control A and control C, and I'll paste here, control B and paste here, save and run the program. Okay, so now also I will show you the time. I will also delete the message box also within some time. Okay, so now at that time we have halted the process. If you click on output panel, you will get like the 3 second. How much? Only 3 second, and you are getting the all the data. Hello, this is message box automation. Okay, so we are getting this message box automation. So there is no need requirement to keep your message box also. Every data, if you want to take any output, you can get all the output inside this output panel. Okay, so let's come to this part. Okay, click on save and click on run program. Okay, now I will disable this activity. Okay, so if you are not using any activity, right click and disable activity. Okay, you can disable the activity. Okay, so now we have comment out this activity, click on save, and now we'll run the program. Now I'll show you how much time it's taking for the showing your output panel. Okay, so if you go inside the output panel, at that time when we have waited for the some time, it was showing 29 seconds. After that we have used one message box, it was showing 3 seconds of time. After that we have used only right line, it's showing 0 second. Okay, so 0 second means within 0 second we have executed your process, and we are getting the 0 session, means like that in 0 second we have executed a process, and this is your output. Hello, this is message box automation. Okay, so one by one you have to go in this activity panel, and you can take all activity one by one. This is called comment out. So how you can do the comment out? Through this control plus D. This is called for disable activity, for disable activity. Okay, so through disable activity you can create control plus T, and you can disable your all the activity. And if you want to enable, there is a control plus E. There is a control plus E. Through control plus E you can enable your activity. Okay, if you want to enable, right click and enable activity. You are able to that your previous activity. Okay, so this is the all the things we have done through hard coded value. This is not any variable. There is no any requirement of variable. If you want to use variable, definitely you can pass all the data through variable. Okay, so all the things whatever we have passed in double quote, everything you can pass through variable, and you can display all the data through message box. Okay, so this is your project panel. This is your called output panel. You will get all the data of your output. Okay, so now you can see here we have a favorite option. Okay, if you go inside the activity panel, you can see here this is the favorite option one by one. Okay, so it's already showing in your favorite. Okay, but if you want to use any activity, by default if you launch your project, if you create your project, you will not get the this like that. Okay, so I will show you one example. So we don't have any message box inside this favorite list. We have a, where is the message box? You can see here the recent. Okay, if you are using more any activity, you can click on add to favorite and you can keep the message box also. You can keep the message box also. Where is the message box? This is the message box. UiPath.system.activity. We are getting the message box here. Okay. If you want to automate this message box, you can simple drag and drop and you can automate the message box also. Okay. So we are getting in favorite list. Okay. So whatever activity, if you are using more, then you can keep inside this favorite list, and this is through the favorite list. You can automate the features. Okay. So in UiPath, there are lots of things, whatever process we are automating, like that one by one, we are taking the activity. If you are working for the web-based, if you're working for the desktop, there is a recording part also. So in design part, recording part also it comes. So you can take all the recording part from here and you can automate the things. Okay, you can automate these things. Okay, so you are able to automate. There are lots of recording types. They are provided: basic, web, desktop, image, native, citrix, computer vision. Okay, so all the things you can automate the features. If you want to extract the data from website, there is a data scraping. Extract the structured data from web browser. You can take it through screen scraping, especially for the scraping the data uh, from your display. Okay, this is called screen scraping. Okay, this is called screen scraping. Okay, so there you can see this is the publish button. So through publish, if you want to deploy any process inside your project panel, in your deployment in client side, you can click on publish and you are able to automate all the features through orchestrator. You can deploy all the things on orchestrator on web-based server automation, the package and automation processor library, add release notes, manage versions, and publish the package to orchestrator or custom feed. Okay, so if you want to automate the process through orchestrator, you can go for the publish button and you can automate all the process through your web-based server automation. Okay, so suppose that if you automated, if you have already developed your project here in your clients in your development center, and if you want to automate all the features through uh, client side, so definitely you can go for the publish button and you can deploy all the processing in your client side and you can automate the features. Okay, so don't worry guys, definitely I will cover when we start the orchestrator part, your web-based automation, then we'll do all the things. Okay, so you can see here we have a debug part also. So debug, like the debugging all the things. Suppose if you ask like that what is debug, so I will tell you. If you go inside the main and if you want to automate all the features very slowly, step into means one by one you have to click on step into. So one by one it will automate all the activity and it will go ahead, especially for one activity to click, and it will display your all data, and after that when it's fine, then it will go for the next button. This is called step into. Okay, so this is the part of the debugging, and automatically it will close your application also. Okay, all the things like your debugging part. So this is called interface, home, design, and debug, and this is all the parts. This is called ribbon. So all the things like your debug file run. Okay, so if you want to run any program, you have to click on run file and you are able to run all the programs. Hello, this is message box automation. Okay, so manage package, when requirement will come, you have to go for the manage package and you have to install any activity from here and you are able to automate the features. Okay, so this is the manage package. You have to click on all package and you can go for the things. Okay. Okay, so depend on requirement, you have to go one by one. First time you have to create the project, and after that you have to create all the activity. Sorry, we have to create all the YAML file. You have to create the workflow. For creating the workflow, you can click on that project panel and right click and add flowchart sequence. Okay, if you want to create any type of flowchart, you have to either you can go inside the folder if you want to go inside your project. So after that you can take the add sequence flowchart. Okay, so if you do not want to use any type of folder, you can directly go inside the main.xml file and I means if you directly create any YAML file, you can click on Himanshu and click on add and sequence flowchart. Okay, so adjacent to main it will come your like that. So like that I will show you. If you create inside the Himanshu and click on add and click on flowchart, suppose that you can take like that message and suppose that, or you can take the notepad automation. Okay, so it will come without your folder, so it will not show inside your folder. Okay, so you can see here the notepad XML file, so main and notepad XML. Okay, so it will not come in your folder one by one, it will by default it will show inside your project panel. There is nothing any called folder. Okay, so by this way it will come. Okay, so this is the way to automate any type of project. Okay, so if you're the part of the main, so this is your message box and right line. Okay, okay, so let me delete this all things. Okay, so okay, so come to notepad automation. Okay, so if you go inside the activity panel, okay, so you can take any activity, and this is called variables panel. Okay, so variables, especially any variables. Okay, so types of variable is string, integer, generic. Well, there are lots of types of variable. So, but first keep in your mind, if you want to use any variable, after that you have to keep all the activity inside the workflow designer panel. For creating any type of variable, first you have to keep only one activity, because if you want to create any variable, you can see here select an activity to set a variable scope. Okay, they are saying like that, if you want to automate any process, first keep one activity. Okay, so you can take anything called message box automation. Okay, so when you take the message box automation, automatically it will come like that variable panel, it will automatically come. Okay, so you can see here automatically it's showing your all the data like the name, variable type,
Can you
and
so
date.
can you explain it again, sir? This topic.
Okay, okay, so now we have created the notepad automation. So you can see here notepad automation.xml file. By default it's showing star. Okay, so it's not saved. Okay, if you want to take any activity, you can take like that. Okay, but before taking any activity, you can see here this is called variable panel. So without activity it will show as a blank. You are not able to process any, you are not able to create any type of variable. Okay, if you want to create any variable, for that at least one activity should be there. At least one activity should be there inside your sub process. This is your notepad automation. Inside that, we'll go inside that and we'll take the message box automation. Okay, so when you take any message box, when you take any variable, automatically you can see here create variable. So when you click on create variable, automatically it will come variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, variable 4, variable 5. Automatically it will give your name also automatic. If you want to change the name, you have to click on that part and you can give like that. So we can give the name like that, name, and you can pass the value called in double quote like that. You can pass the name called Himanshu. Save. Okay, so you can take the name as a Himanshu. Okay, so we have passed the value called name, we have passed the variable, and after passing the variable, you can pass the variable, go inside this message box and pass your control space. Okay, so we have created lots of variable, name, variable 2, variable 3, variable 4. Okay, if you want to take this variable, we have to take inside this message box for displaying your variable. So that's why you have to press control plus space and take as a name, save and run the program. This is called we are getting the Himanshu. Okay, this is called we are getting the Himanshu. And try to understand, if you are taking any variable, there is no any requirement of your double quote or anything. So, okay, same like that, we can take your right line. Message box and right line both are same. The difference is in right line, you will not get any type of like that OK button. Okay, so if you are using the right line, you will not get the name. Okay, so if you're taking the name, this is called name. So name means your Himanshu, and plus name you can pass like the double quote and plus. Okay, so double quote you can pass like that. My name is plus name. My name is plus name. Okay. So my name is your static. My name is your static, and when variable we have passed, it will also show. So if you go inside this out panel, you will get my name is Himanshu. My name is Himanshu. So my name is your by default hard code value, or Himanshu is your variable. Through that variable, we are getting the Himanshu of name. Okay. So you can see here Himanshu on a training started and ended is 6 seconds because of we have used the message box also. Okay, so we have used the message box also, so that's why it's showing in your like that in right line in output panel. Okay, so that's why it's showing like that your it's 6 seconds because of used the message box also. Without message box everything is possible. You can disable this activity. For doing disable, right click and right click on that part of message box. And okay, so if you click on any activity, double click to view. Okay, so you can pass the name also. So message box underscore variable, so you'll get the message box variable. Okay, so you'll get the message box variable. So now what you have to do, message box, this is your message box variable. You can rename anyone, right line underscore. For intimating the things, you can take like that message box. Okay, so you can rename any activity. By default, this is called custom. Custom, if you are talking about the by default name is rightline. If you want to give a custom name, you can give your name. Okay, so rightline underscore message. Okay, so my name is my name equal to plus name. Okay, so when you run the program, you will get. Okay, now we have to disable this message box. So right click and disable this activity. Okay, so now we have disabled this activity, and now if you run the program, you will get only right line, and that only we can do in within the second. Okay, so you can see here only 1 second. My name is Himanshu, we are getting. We don't have to use the message box. Okay, so two activity we have checked. 1 second. Okay, so now what we are doing here, we are okay. So now what we are doing, my name is Naveen. My name is double quote and name. Okay, so we have passed the variable also. So if you check like that, where is my variable? Okay, we are not getting the variable. Why we are not getting variable? Because whatever you have used, click on that variable, you will get all the variable name. Okay, if you click on right line, you will get all the variable name. Okay, so if your activity is not selected, sometimes your variable will also it will not show through that variable. Okay, this is called branch, this is called node, not required. Whatever activity it's already connected, it will automate by default. If your right line is not connected, then it will not do anything. Okay, so when you run the program without that connection, so every inflow chart, every activity should be connected with start. Okay, so if you click on run file, so if you go inside this auto panel, you will get nothing. In 1 second, we have completed. Okay. So first time we have created the main.xml file. That is your sequence flowchart. Again, we'll see. Okay. So sequence especially for the small project. Okay. So for the linear project, one by one activity use sequence, and flowchart especially for the small project as well as large project we use. For creating the sequence flowchart, you have to click on this sequence and flowchart, and you are able to create the activity. Okay, so there are like that's message box and write line. There are lots of activity you can see here, like the delay, assign. Okay, so assign also will do only 1 to 3 activity. I will tell you like that. If you want to take any assign activity, okay, so how to take the assign activity? Simple, go and take like assign activity. Okay, and now only we have to use this assign activity. So that's why if you want to connect with the start, right click and set a start node. Okay, so now what will happen? So now we want to create one variable. Okay, okay, once again. Okay, so this is your message box automation. We have to take one simple assign activity, simple drag and drop the assign activity, and keep like that. Okay, so now you can see here we don't have any variable. Okay, so for creating the variable, what I will do here, I will create control K, and I can pass any variable name. I can pass like that name. Okay, I can pass the name like that, variable name like name. So through control K, this is your shortcut, and through control K, you can pass the control K, and you can pass the like the name, variable called name. Okay, so we are getting the generic value. Variable type is also mandatory generic value, and here I'll pass Himanshu. Okay, and save. And after that, we'll pass the message box and simple drag and drop the message box and keep like that. Okay, so in message box, what I will do here, control space, and I will pass the name. Okay, so we'll pass the name, save, and run file. So whatever the things, whatever the name you pass inside the assign is nothing but assigning the value. Okay, we are keeping the things called Himanshu inside the name. If you want to take as a number, you can take the things called integer, and after that you can go inside the Himanshu, and you can see here we are getting the error because of Himanshu in double quote, and we have to pass the integer data. So name you can like that 5. So 5 is your integer data. So that's why it will show your number. Okay, so we have assigned the in name 5. We have assigned the data inside the variable. We have assigned the name equal to 5. So when you pass the name variable inside the message box, it will show you as a 5. Okay, is this fine, Himanshu?
Anji sir, yes.
Yeah, till now fine.
One thing I want to ask that why we are assigning here, we can assign the value in variables column also.
Yes, you can assign all the things in variables, but suppose that your data is more than length. More than length means your data is more. So there you can pass in assign variable. Okay, so try to understand each and everything we cannot pass in variables panel. Okay, so if you are creating any data after this class also, there are lots of times it will come. So in assign activity, you can pass all the data. Okay, so for creating any type of data, you can pass in assign activity, and after that same variable you can pass in the message box. Is this fine now?
Okay. So what is the difference between like we are assigning the values in variable column and we are
No.
assigning in assign?
Variable panel, especially for the small thing, if you are passing the name, integer value, you can use that. Okay, but if you are working in a different project and you have to pass the multiple data means 1 2 3 4 5 up to 100, and if you have to pass multiple things, then you can go inside this setting panel and you can pass here. There are lots of ways you can pass whatever you want to use. You can pass like that. Okay, so you can pass any data in that, and after that you can use. Okay, so for if you pass all the things in variables panel, it will not expand, and there you can go for the expandation. This is
Okay,
fine now.
okay. I
For
yes.
assigning any value, you use assign activities. Both are same, but assign activity you can take the more data. Okay.
So, okay, how did you change the that data type of assign?
Click on this variable panel and click on this part. One by one, you can take the string. One by one, you can take the data table. You can take the generic value. Anything you can take like that boolean. Okay, so you can change like that. Now fine.
Okay, yes.
I will tell you also. Okay, now we are going to end session because my system battery is low, and I will connect you also within means not now. I will connect you.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so I will share this video also. Okay, and please go through this video and try to connect, try to automate this feature whatever we have completed till now.
Okay, okay. Sir, one thing I want to ask again. The folder that you created.
Yes.
Folder that you created, and why not we are doing in main file? Do we need to create the
Himanshu, try to understand in one line your answer. Everything you can go inside the main, and everything you can automate through main. If you are creating, if you want to create any folder, then you can use the 30 first number, second number, first December. If you want to create folder, you can create by default. You can delete your folder also. Right click and delete folder. Okay, is this fine now?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
But why do we use folder?
Because of if you want to use as a daily, suppose that your project manager told me that daily you have to create some program, and please create your folder also for one project, then what we'll do here.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
Bye.
that
Yes.
that folder also, the folder that we create, that also comes under main XML file.
No, that's not come under main.xml file. That is your specific folder inside your project. Inside your project there is a specific folder that is not come under main. Main is a different thing, your folder is different thing, and both will work independently.
Okay. Both are under same project but different project.